Ngata doing well to hold off Spencer. Vlahos again. Kingz busy early. Good switch of play by Vlas. Look at the room on that right-hand side. Acres of room for Atkinson. A good ball in will cause problems. Here's a chance for Ngata. He's buried it. The Kingz off to a dream start here at North Sydney. Absolute stunned silence around the stadium. The warning signs were there for the Northern Spirit. So much room on that right side for Atkinson. No marking at all from a Spirit point of view. And as the ball came in, it wasn't cleared. Perhaps a couple of players guilty of ball watching. It fell to Ngata. And from that range, he's not going to miss. It's Almendra over the dead ball. It goes deep, too deep in fact. It was a free header in the end for Tobin. Now with Vlahos. Vlahos measures the cross. It's a dangerous one. Tobin gets his head to it. Almendra now on that far side. And he gets past the first man with real ease there, Almendra. Good ball into the middle. Vlahos, the header was on target. But this time Henderson not beaten at his near post. First ended in the draw, the second ended a win to the Kingz in a rather fiery encounter. And somehow, and you have to side there with Chris Jackson, somehow that decision has gone the way of the Northern Spirit. Jackson was the player in front 99 times out of 100. He will get the free kick.
Oh, I don't know what the referee's seen there, Mike.
Mark Atkinson, very versatile player. Tonight playing on the right-hand side of this Kingz midfield. Vlahos brings it down, has time to measure, and the ball inside, in fact, found Harry Ngata. The second of the game for Ngata. Again, unmarked from close range. Perhaps a hint of offside. The replay will be interesting, but Harry Ngata celebrates goal number 2. It's number 2 for the Kingz, and it's a real stunned look among the Spirit players. No one questions the quality of his goalkeeping. It's his temperament which has been the issue over the years, but I think claiming he is now a reformed character. And that is a good save as we speak from the goalkeeper. Richter with a square ball inside, and Hamilton Thorpe had to take the shot in a hurry. Pressure was being applied as well. I think it was Jackson. So the first time that Utting has been called into action in this match, it was the shot from Ferguson, which swerved in the air. Utting did ever so well to get his body behind the ball. Spirit now enjoying a decent share of possession, but Simon Bell just took his eye off the ball. And here goes Vlahos for the Kingz. Campbell putting the hard yards in to provide the overlap. The shot has taken a deflection. Out comes Henderson. He gets a glove to the ball. Still with the Kingz. Almendra. And Almendra just shaving the post there. Paul Henderson in that Northern Spirit goal just rooted to the spot, hoping that that one would go past the frame of the goal. Almendra again. And another decent shot from Almendra. Henderson had to stretch. He's given away the corner. Well, he's thoroughly enjoying himself tonight, Patricio Almendra. Not on the score sheet as yet, but he's been the creator for the Kingz. And it's a blow to the head. The nose, in fact. There might have been when Henderson came out to punch the ball, but ref Di Gregorio will have to go off for further treatment. Well, he missed the opening game of the season with a groin strain. There is Di Gregorio, and maybe the jaw also causing him some problems. The All Whites off to the Confederations Cup tournament in France next year. As the Kingz look for number 3, the volley came from Vlahos. Well, he might have done better there, Andy Vlahos. A volley, always a difficult shot, but this one just fell so perfectly for him, directly in front of goal. He might be disappointed with that effort. There's still a lot of football left in this match. Kwasnik thought about the shot. Thorpe, the flag is up. The ball is in the net. It won't count. The flag was up very early indeed there against Hamilton Thorpe.
You know, you look at Harry Ngata, he had a good season last year. He's certainly a quality player. Andy Vlahos, he looks like he's enjoying his football, and so does Ngata. When you've got a player around who can hold the ball, he's so confident on it, you know that you can make runs off him. Makes it so much easier.
Here's Bell. Thorpe using his body to shrug off the defender, and it was Simon Bell with the shot on his weaker right foot, so Utting doing well to make the save. And he's taken to the NSL very comfortably indeed. Hutchison. And again that flag up on that far side, and again the question being asked, a few close decisions going against the Northern Spirit. Perhaps they're getting a little bit frustrated as well. Fondolakis claiming that there was an arm used perhaps. No, it was Adam Kwasnik who went on with it. And the referee has said you're off. Well, after consultation with his assistant, Adam Kwasnik sent from the field. Disaster for the Northern Spirit. Is it too distant for Almendra, or is he going to have a go? There's the wall in front of Paul Henderson. 4 players in it. Almendra clears the wall and just clears the frame of the goal as well. He's edging closer and closer to his first goal for the Kings, the Chilean Patricio Almendra. Well, we've still got 26 or 20, I should say 21 minutes remaining. So there is time for the Spirit as the ball goes in the back of the net. But again, as was the case in the first half, the linesman's flag was up early. It won't count. Vlahos disagrees. The idea was a good one from Harry Ngata, but just wide of the upright there from Ngata. And now spreads it wide to Vlahos. Vlahos lines up the shot. Henderson spreads himself and makes the save. Perhaps we're seeing the pendulum swing back now towards the Kings. Maybe they've weathered the storm. The Spirit on top for the last 15 minutes or so, but in the last couple of minutes, the Kings getting quality possession. And this time they needed a save from Paul Henderson there. The home side down to 10 men. It's been an intriguing last 15-20 minutes or so. Jackson does well to ride the challenge. Space here for Erlovich. Here's Vlahos. And down he goes. Tobin dived in. And that is the killer for the Northern Spirit. The penalty, no question of it. Andy Vlahos drew the challenge. Alex Tobin accepted the invitation. And the end result is the chance for the Kings. And it's going to be left to Harry Ngata to not only secure the win for the Kings, but to finish with a hat-trick. And, well, as close as it gets for Henderson, Harry Ngata scores the hat-trick, accepts the congratulations. But Paul Henderson, very, very unlucky indeed, and I would imagine that Harry Ngata knows that there was a fair bit of good fortune with this penalty. The question is asked, will it affect the level of their support? The club which filled this stadium every week when they came into the league, 15,000 average. It's now dropped down to about 4. And a lot of that's been about their results at home. As Utting spreads himself well to make the save. Thorpe cleans up with the rebound. Support arrives from Tomasevic. He swings the ball into the middle. But as always, the Kings have enough bodies behind the ball to clear the danger. And look at the space now for Ngata. It's 3 against 2. 3 on that left-hand side is Erlovich. Vlahos peels up to the right. Ngata goes himself. What a fine stroke from Harry Ngata. He has saved the best till last. 4-0 now to the Kings. 4 goals for Harry Ngata. This is a night he will remember for a long, long, long time. And the celebrations have started on the bench. No wonder he's all smiles. Harry Ngata, take a bow.
What a strike. Michael Cockrell. Almendia pulling in behind in the space. cause spirits, all sort of problems. Jackson in the centre of the park has been superb. When he's need to make tactical changes, he's done it. And bringing Erlovich on at the right time, allowing Almenda to...
Well, there is a penalty for the Northern Spirit. They'll get a consolation. Perhaps Taylor continues his protest. He's best to walk away, the youngster. It was something of a clash of the Titans as Thorpe and Taylor went shoulder to shoulder. And Hamilton Thorpe got in front of his man. Not a lot of contact, you have to say, but a lot of referees would have given it.
I think so, Mike. They're shoulder to shoulder. Thorpe's got the upper hand just in front.
Here goes the penalty. Tomasevic has buried it. So Tomasevic grabs a late consolation for the Northern Spirit. Just a few cheers around the ground. Yes, well, Laurie McKenna has plenty to work on at the end of a demoralising result for the Northern Spirit. A magnificent result, though, for the Kings. What a moment for Kenny Dugdale. What a moment for Harry Ngata.